Hey, I'm subscribing. I hope everybody is blessed. Please like, share, subscribe, and comment. And hit the notification bell so you'll be up to the time when the readings land. And all the information for your personal readings are in the description box below. I look forward to connecting to you. So, let's see what's going on with the overall. Let's see what's going on. Power. Everything power right now, Pisces. So I feel as though you are deciding how best to wield your power. I think at this moment you are feeling as though you need to push that to the forefront. You need to show that you are affirming what it is that you want. I think you are now stepping into that power and sort of saying, "Oh, no more. I'm not going to take it. I'm not going to lie down. I'm just going to allow things to happen to, to be the bigger person all the time." You have the lightning bolts here, which means there are times when you need to wield your power in a very practical way, and it's not in a whimsical or a dreamlike or a, water-like, very smooth. I feel like it's the crashing side of things, the crashing waves against the rocks when things are not settled. And I think that's where this power energy is coming from, where you are being, I think it's almost like you feel like you've been thrusted against the rocks, and it's sort of like, how are you going to regain your power and your strength after a knockback? How do you stand your ground? How do you recover almost? I feel like it's around your power and your worth right now. So let's have a look at what is going on. Oh, oh, lovely. We've got foundation and achievements. So I think your power and your sense of, your sense of power and your sense of worth almost is definitely connected to your foundation and your achievements. So when you have your own abode, or when you have set a firm foundation and you're able to tick a few more things off of your list and you've made certain achievements, and you'll feel comfortable. This four is like the Four of Wands, where it talks about your stability, your family life, your home life. So I feel like there is turbulence going on within this space here, where you've got all of this dark cloud and these sparks of lightning. I think there's a lot going on and a lot of power struggle going on. There is a balance in roles happening right now. And I feel like it's definitely connected to the foundation and your sense of achievement. I think your sense of worth then comes down, or, you don't feel great in that moment if your foundation or the things that you set out hasn't been done, or you haven't managed to fulfill all of the obligations that you had set out for yourself. But you're being told in this time it is on its way. It's about having the trusting in the process, and this is a very spiritual card. So it's talking about, okay, there's physical things going on, but there's got to be some spiritual work going on in the background. It's like works without faith is dead. You have to have that faith. You have to have that vigor, that vim. That that faith in the in that all is going to be well. And that your achievements will, come to fruition, and that you will be setting a firm foundation, and we have positive movements moving forward. So you go again, positive movements. So things are moving. The waters are much more settled than they have been previously. So moving forward, things are going to be calming down, you know, there's positive movements, you're going to be feeling so much more renewed. And we've got fertility. So not only are things moving in the right direction for you, things are fertile, you know, fruitful. So the things that you put down, your ideas, they become reality. These are things that become tangible. You possibly might even be having some more children with this fertility, but I feel like it's definitely an energy around building and expanding, and there's positive energy, especially around your children as well. So moving forward, you know, the fertility, the growth, the expansion, the abundance and oneness is moving to a positive space where the heart space is being illuminated, where we are able to set about what we want from the heart space. And I feel that's where we appeal to the more spiritual element that's going on here. So I want to get a clarification from the tarot about this foundation and achievement that is wrapped up in this power energy. So let's see what's going on here. So first card that just flew out, sacrifice, the Hanged Man. So ensuring that you're not making too many sacrifices for the things that you want, for the foundation, for the achievements. Ensure that you're not going to do anything that is going to be outside of outside of the alignment of who you are becoming. That is shady or underhanded, or just not in alignment with yourself, so that you don't feel good about it. You've got to feel good about it. It can't be something that you're sacrificing too hard, you know, your personal power and your personal well-being as well. So be very mindful of that. Anything else around this foundation and achievements? Okay, so we have the Lovers. So definitely you are wanting this foundation. You're going to want these things so that your lover, so that your partnerships are good. You know, you want to be able to provide. You want to be able to feel comfortable and powerful in your ability to secure something, to protect, to take care of, you know, and I feel like it's linked to that. And I think, again, it's linked to your personal power and how you see yourself. So I feel almost there's a heaviness around it. There's a lot of responsibility, and there's, yes, sparks of brilliance happening, but in the midst of a lot of emotions, a lot of thinking, a lot of dark energy going on. And what you're working towards is this rainbow, this light energy where the foundation is cool. You're not sacrificing too much, but you know what it is that you need to do in order to get what it is that you want, who you're needed to become. You know, because you're doing it for your partner and your family. Essentially, that is what this achievement card is about. And you are wanting to come into this energy, this King of Swords. So you're cutting out any BS, you know, you're becoming a lot more streamlined. You are recognizing what you need, what you don't, what's fluff, and what's actually essential. So you're cutting away a lot of the BS. And I feel like a lot of stuff that's going on in the mind at the moment, but I feel like you're trying to balance that out with your partnerships. But a lot of what's going on in the mind is this tussle back and forth about who you are based on what you give to your partner, you know, and what you're willing to sacrifice for this foundation and achievements. So be very mindful about how you're wielding your power, and ensuring that you take the necessary steps to cut what's not necessary. And a lot of that is the stuff that's going on in the mind. You need to cut some of this energy around your worth being connected to tangible things. Although we all want tangible things and we all want to feel comfortable and secure, and, you know, especially for the divine masculine, you know, as well as divine feminine, we want to be able to look after our family in whichever way we can. And I feel like sometimes our worth is connected to what we can physically, tangibly give. And yes, that's all well and good, but it all has to be well with us. You know, we have to know why we're doing things and what is worth the sacrifice. So if it's sacrificing your health or your mental well-being, then that needs to be reviewed. And we need to look at where you're drawing your power from, or what is drawing out your power, you know. Let's look at the positive movement forward, because I'm glad to see that. Because I know we're moving towards great things, but we're moving through some very thick and heavy energy. But we are seeing what's necessary and what's going to be looked to be, you know, thrown away or delegated to somebody else, because I feel like it's calmer waters right now, Pisces. So let's see this positive movement forward. So we have justice. So possibly this is involving a Libra energy. We've got a Libra card here. So positive movements forward with this Libra. There is going to be a justice balance. Everything is going to be brought back to the equilibrium. I feel as though this foundation energy is definitely linked to this partnership and wanting things to be sorted out. So it's like this sacrifice and this energy of, you know, the partnerships and feeling comfortable, but also making sure you cut out the things that's not necessary. But also that is an air sign energy as well. So it's a lot of swords, a lot of air, so a lot of thoughts that could be less than helpful. But I think when you have decided and sort of spoken to your lover about what's going on and balance that, I feel like there is a equilibrium and a balance formed. I think with communication. I think communication is the key element here. And there's a lot of power in communicating, and also communicating your vulnerability, and also communicating where you want to wield your power more, where you feel like, you know, that part of you is being diminished or not respected. But there will be justice here. You will get what it is that you need with this energy here. So I'm glad to see justice is here. So yes, things are going to go in your favor, and it is under the positive movement forward. You have the Ace of Cups. So there's going to be an outpouring of love, you know, love, devotion, harmony, you know, togetherness and oneness. And there's going to be lots of love to give, lots of ways to communicate, and lots of opportunities for us to love on each other. So that's our family, siblings, our children, our colleagues, our friends, you know, our partners, you know, anybody you have a level of love or respect for. There is an outpouring in this time. And I think it's from a balanced place. It's not from a place of lack or from an inferior energy. And then moving to this recognition and reward. So I love it. So your foundation and your achievements are wrapped up in you making sure that you're not sacrificing your mental well-being and your health, that you're consulting with your partners, that you are working in partnership, that you're communicating what's going on, what your plan is, what's going on in the thoughts, because that will inform your power, help you to wield it in a more practical and pragmatic way. There's positive movements forward. So once you've learned what you needed to learn, and once you've had that communication or that conversation that has moved things for the next level, now you're confident, you're clear on where you're going. The waters are calmer, you're ready to ride the waves. You know, there's a justice balance here. So things are moving into a nice, calmer waters of equilibrium happening here. So there is justice here for you. There is an overpouring of love and gratitude and oneness and harmony with this Ace of Cups. And this possibly could be, you know, a renewal on your relationship, you know, things moving to a higher state of commitment and love and togetherness. And there's recognition and reward. So there is much recognition and reward when you move forward in everything. So it might be really difficult, you know, doing things when you're not feeling, you know, 100%, but there is so much reward in continuing to move forward. This Six of Wands talks about being celebrated, being seen for your achievements. You know, this is people coming to buy your merchandise, your wands, your triple T's. You know, this is this energy where people are coming to buy the things that you have on offer. They're coming to celebrate your skills, celebrate your, your achievements, essentially. So I'm glad to see that there's positive movement forward, because like I said, it's definitely linked to your personal power. And then we have fertility. So we can see that things are moving. So we see that there is a lot of recognition and reward. And this is about the things that you have birthed, the things that you've created, the things that have, channeled, the things that you have seen in your mind's eye, and it's lovely because there's a lot of fruitfulness and a lot of abundance here. So, activity. So yeah, with the creativity and the things that's going on, there has been much disappointment, possibly heartbreak. We've got that heart center, and I feel like you are moving towards a more positive place. Like I said, there's power, there's been a lot of stuff going on, you're really moving through it. There's been some loss, and energy around feeling heartbroken, disappointed that things haven't, gone your way, and also feeling quite betrayed, So there's a lot going on in the heart space, but I know there's a lot in the mind, but it's definitely affecting your heart space. You see, feeling left out, feeling underappreciated, undervalued, not seen, and I feel like this is why you're moving, this is what you're moving out of, to a more renewed and loving space, seeing yourself in a more loving way, not seeing yourself as being somebody who is, disappointed because you've been let down or heartbroken, being left out in the cold, not being considered or appreciated, being quite isolated. And then you have the Chariot here. And this is about that will to do things, but sometimes it could be for the wrong reasons. So with this swords energy, where we're talking about the things that's going on in the mind, what works, what hasn't. Maybe you're going over too much in your mind about the things that haven't gone well. Maybe you're not communicating about it, and this is what it is. You need to communicate about what's going on in your heart space, with that swords energy. So possibly having a communication with the air sign person, whether it be Libra, Gemini, or Aquarius, that kind of energy. And then we have the Five of Pentacles, and the Five of Pentacles are, is an earth sign energy. So that Virgo, Capricorn, and Taurus, so it's this energy of, feeling outside of myself, I'm feeling isolated, I'm feeling left out and underappreciated, and it's taken a knock to my heart, and then this Chariot energy, this Cancer card here, so possibly, forging forward with, a renewed sense of self, but it has to be from a place that is morally right and for the right reasons. So sometimes with the Chariot energy, where they want to get things done, sometimes they will do things that's less than favorable just to get the win. So possibly sometimes they may fabricate stuff or add stuff on. They've got that will to succeed, or that will to have everybody on their side, and they will say and do whatever is necessary to get the win, which is not necessarily the best way of doing things. Rather, they could do things in a better way, which would mean everybody involved will be fruitful and have what they need. But I feel like this is what you're moving out of, and you are moving to a more fruitful space where you're feeling abundant and clear about how you are to move forward. So that is good. So let's look into what's going on for love for you. So what messages around love do you have for us? Thank you. Happiness. Unlock the door to happiness. Okay, unlocking the door to happiness. And I feel like this energy about unlocking this door to happiness, I feel like it's about getting out of your own way mentally about what you don't have, you know, and look at what you do have, you know, and celebrate the wins that you already have, and allow other people to celebrate you and push beyond, you know, your self-limiting doubts, you know, see yourself as more, you know, and then you'll be treated as such, you know, give yourself some more TLC and care, and that's the kind of energy that is brought out towards you. So the open unlock the doors of happiness is around how you see yourself and how you communicate with your significant other. So the happiness is there to be had, but it's definitely through you know, some real frank communication, and actually taking action on things and not just really dwelling on what you don't have, you know. And then we have, look, heal, revitalize your heart. See, again, with that energy, look, the heart space. Yeah, that fertility. Revitalize your heart. You need a little bit of time. Yeah, you're in the middle of a storm. It feels a little bit heavy. It's connected to what you have, your achievements and the things that you want to achieve. A lot of it's to do with beating up yourself what you don't have because you want to prove yourself, and you know, possibly you might be sacrificing a bit too much, and it seems like you're emotionally sacrificing for the end goal, and you want to be very mindful of that. And it's talking about revitalize your heart. So this healing space is definitely necessary here, because of a lot that has happened that has caused a lot of pain, and this feeling of being betrayed and not being enough with this Five of Pentacles energy. So let's see what's at the bottom of that deck as well. Afraid. It's time to let go of any insecurities. Telling you the things that you feel you haven't done yet, you know, is limiting you. You're afraid of making moves. You're afraid of saying things, doing things, for fear of failure. And sometimes the fear of failure means that you don't do anything, which is less than favorable for the greater outcome. So don't be afraid, you know, take that time to heal, and there is happiness around the corner, especially if you are speaking things into existence, and also being very open with your significant other. So let's just get some words of encouragement and advice. So we have a seahorse spirit, watch and wait. So again, watch the situation unfold and wait for things to happen in divine time. But watch what happens when you're positive and you speak life into yourself, and you speak life into the things that you have going for you. Antelope spirit, life is speeding up. Yeah, get ready for the momentum, because okay, things might be slow, but get ready for the momentum to be really, really fast, and to be at a pace where people are coming through the door for your things. They want it now, now, now. And it's been great that you've been formulating in the background and putting things into fruition. Squirrel spirit, believe in yourself. Believe in yourself, believe in your talents, and believe in your abilities, and believe that things won't be the same as they always have been. Stop perpetuating the same old same. It's old. Sing a brand new song. And then lastly, dog spirit, be loyal to what you love. Be loyal to what you love. Work on your craft. Work on the things that you enjoy. Show up for yourself. Show up for those who you love. Be loyal to who you love and what you love. And you will see, watch and wait, how things come into fruition and how you are so fruitful. Okay, so my lovely Pisces, that has been your reading. Please like, share, subscribe, and comment. Hit the notification bell so you're up to the time with when the readings land. And for all your personal readings, all the information is in the description box below. I look forward to connecting with you. Take care, my lovelies. Blessings.